I'm Kate from Tribe Coffee. I ended up working doing sales and marketing, not knowing anything about what I was doing, for another coffee company in town. Learned a lot of what to do and what not to do. During that time that I was there, about a year and a half, I met Jake, I met Bradley. We became really good friends. We decided, let's go crazy and make coffee together on our own. So during that time, I suppose I learned how to make friends, how to sell stuff. Selling things is one of the biggest things that I do now as well. So how to sell stuff, how to talk about the product, how to interact with the product. That like deep coffee knowledge and the love for coffee. So Jake is quite a character, as anybody who knows him will agree. And the one day we started chatting about a roaster that was being delivered up the road to another competitor. And we decided we're going to go look at this beautiful 60-kilo roaster that was being offloaded. So off we went and we caught them as they were taking it off the truck, and it's a whole big thing because you need a forklift and all kinds of things. So they got it off the truck and we were just admiring it, and we thought, oh, how amazing would it be if we did this ourselves? And so we kind of looked at each other, and so the conversation started about why couldn't we run our own roastery? We've got one incredibly talented roaster and one incredibly talented roaster in the making, who is Bradley. We've got Bradley, who is also very strong on the finance and accounting and organizational side. And then we've got me, who's just a really good organizer, and I boss people around really well. So we decided we really wanted to do it ourselves, and how we were going to achieve that, we have no idea. None of us had any money to do anything, but we had skills and ability, and we already knew lots of people, and Jake was already roasting and consulting to other roasters. So he was going to roasters, helping them, train them, sort of teaching them the art of roasting. So I said, okay, cool, I'll live off my savings for a while. My folks said that they would give us some cash for a roaster, and off we went to another competitor who was selling both our now roaster. Jake knew them quite well, so he managed to find us this roaster, and we set up in Indabeni in Pineland. So for about 8 months it was just Jake and I, and we were literally just roasting, packing, selling coffee, and for every 15 kilos of green beans we roasted, we sold, and we bought and sold. So we did like a little buy and sell cash flow as much as we could as possible. We managed to get some really good clients on board, and next we got Bradley in. There wasn't anything, sexy about coffee for me. Then I started working in the coffee industry, and I think I started to understand the commodity, right? The story behind the coffee, the history, the people, the cherries, the places. Working with people like Jake and Bradley, understanding the roasting process to bring out those beautiful flavors, and how every single bean is different and it's changing all the time. And so it became a little bit more of an adventure maybe. It wasn't just, okay, you sell this much and you make this much. It's more of, what are we getting in next? Where could we source something from? What's the flavor that we're going to get from that Guatemala or that Nicaragua or that Rwanda? Oh my gosh, we can't get any Malawi. What are we going to do? Where are we going to get something from somewhere, and what component could we possibly find that would be similar, and how do you do that, So it became less about drinking coffee for me. It became more about the commodity and the excitement around what are we going to do next. Tribe is luxury coffee for everyone. We found this space 2012, 2013, when we did, and we saw the beautiful fountain and the beautiful open space and all the light. We decided we cannot pass it up, and Woodstock is up and coming. We are in this beautiful artist hub, right? The Bronze Age guys, Vogel, Mandibles, all these people who are doing things with their hands. It kind of just made sense for us to slot in and start roasting coffee. In the beginning it was tough because there wasn't a lot of foot traffic coming into the foundry, and we're right at the back of the foundry. But people wanted to find us in terms of our coffee and our product. So I suppose we've used our website quite a lot, and we've used our social media. And we went out there. So we went to our customers, we cold called, we went for meetings, did the tastings. Myself, Jake, Bradley, we've all been there. We've all been on the road, we've all cold called, we've all met people in their restaurants, in their cafes, hotels, and that kind of thing. So basically we went to them, and then eventually we could invite them to come to us because we had the space. So I ended up calling the BMW Stellenbosch dealership and asking them about their Cape Town dealership. So they wanted a beautiful cafe concept store within their dealership. They didn't want to be in charge of making coffee or running coffee. They wanted to sell their bikes, and we wanted to sell coffee. So yeah, we got to know each other over a short period of time. We identified with one another that we were both sort of on the same page. You sell bikes, I sell coffee. Literally 2 months later, we opened in town. It was a roller coaster. You have to decide, do you have an appetite for risk? And then once you decide how high your risk appetite really is, then you can jump in and do crazy stuff. We've grabbed opportunities and we've run with them, and that's been our strategy. There's a good opportunity, you assess it, you decide it's a good idea, you go for it 100% and you make the most of it. And fortunately, most of our opportunities have resulted in beautiful spaces like this, and BMW, and awesome clients, and beautiful coffee. So yeah, that's, I suppose, the coffee journey. Otherwise, yeah, I'm just Kate from Cape Town. I'm Youngpreneur, join the tribe. Yeah.